Come on, boys, let's go for it. We're so close now. And yes, we are 15 points in the lead. Hello, and welcome to our latest episode in our AEK Athens Pro Basketball Manager 2025 save. We are on the verge of reaching the finals, the Greek basketball playoff. We're in the semi-final round right now. This is game 2 out of 3, and we're on the verge of our second victory here. It can't go wrong from here. Surely we are 11 points up with 2 minutes left to play. I think I'm going to have to call a timeout after this one. I've got a couple of substitutions, a couple of changes I want to make. Good, we've sunk another 2-pointer. We've been brilliant tonight, and we're great in the previous game. I'll bring you up to speed on all of that when we finish, but on the verge of making the final, outplaying an Olympiacos team that, of course, in the previous episode, we were beaten by quite easily. So we've got to tell the boys here that, yeah, we'll stick with watch out. Of course, the game can change very quickly. I mean, even though we're in a great position, Prentice Hub, he needs to calm down. He's on 4 fouls. We've got to watch out for that. Hunter Hale, brilliant tonight. He's on 28 points already. So I want to make some changes here to see this game out. So we're going to bring on Gray for Netsipolu. He can come off. He's looking a bit tired. And Kuzelolu, he also needs to come off. So Camarininos can come on for him at this point. And I'm going to bring Skordis back in. We've been putting one of the youngsters out there, but as you can see, he's only picked up a couple of points. So yeah, we don't want to overpressure him at this point, but on the verge of an absolutely massive victory here. Of course, Olympiacos are going to come at us hard now. They've got the gap down to 11 points again. Can we see this out? Come on, AEK Athens. There you go, imperious. We've just been absolutely imperious in this game today. And like I said, we're on the verge of making it to the final, the actual final, the final round of the playoffs. Oh, there's a steal there. That was a bit of poor concentration from our team. Those are the kind of mistakes we don't want to be making. It's down to 9 points with a minute to go. We've got to kill the game here. We've got to be careful. We don't want to do anything stupid, take any risks. Hale restores the 11-point lead. That's what you love to see. We don't want to give away any stupid fouls at this point. We've got to watch out for Prentice Hub. I'm wary of the fact that, you know, he's 1 foul away from being kicked out of the game. Oh, sinking the 3-pointer there to give us a 12-point lead. 20 seconds on the clock here. Olympiacos getting the 3-pointer down. All right, but I think that's got to be it. That's got to be it. Surely now. Few seconds left. Okay, that's it. No chance. Olympiacos going for a very optimistic shot there. And we've done it. We are into the finals of the Greek A1 Basketball League. What a start to the episode. Now I'm going to bring you up to speed on how we got here. So there you go, confirmation of a mighty victory, 123 to 114. The second quarter, that was what did it for us. That was where we really seized control of this match. But as you can see there, confirmation that we're through. We've won the 3-game series with the first 2 games. The first match in this did go to an overtime period, which we were able to win. We were tied up 80 to 80 at the end of quarter 4. I was going to say quarter to 4 then. This was a much more free-scoring game, as you can tell. On the other side of the draw, Panathinaikos and PAOK are going to have to go to that 3rd game, which is great. We get an extra rest day. They've got an extra match to play. I think it's best of 5 series in the finals. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, the extra rest day didn't benefit Olympiacos here at all. All right, the fans want to express their gratitude. Of course they do. Oh, sorry, that was from the previous game. Again, they want to express their elation. Everyone is delighted at this. So just to show you, to bring you up to speed. So in the last episode, we had this game where we lost by a single point to Olympiacos. We then had another loss against Panionios the following week. No crowd trouble this time. We got on a bit of a running win, a streak of 3 games that was able, we were already secure of the playoffs at this point. We've beaten PAOK. We lost to Peristeri in our final game of the regular season. And if we can just, there we go, we can bring up the table here. We ultimately finished third. So we got Karditsas in the first round of the playoffs. We almost went out there. Just to bring up the matches for you. Let's see, need to find them. First one was easy, 80 points to 63. We dominated. And I have to admit, I got a bit cocky there, and I thought, we're going to close this out in 2 games. But we suffered a reverse, 74 to 71 in the second game. So it went to game 3. Now, I was actually going to do an episode where we did that game 3, and then my microphone wasn't connected properly, so that one had to be scrapped. But we did get the win, 90 points to 85, although we were a bit worried after that first quarter that we weren't going to be able to do it, but we were fantastic in quarter 3, and that set up the matches with Olympiacos. Now, as I said, that first one, we had to go to overtime to get the win, but it was a good performance. I was fully expecting to lose the game, especially as it was away, but you can see we took the lead early on. The second quarter was key, kind of changed the lead a couple of times across quarters 3 and 4, but we just pulled away in that extra time period. So that was a great game. And then the one that you just caught the end of, probably our best performance of the season so far, a high scoring game. Now we're going to continue and see what happens in the other semi-final. Will we face Panathinaikos or PAOK in the finals? Let's find out. And here we go. It's PAOK that we play in the finals. They won through against Panathinaikos, if we just bring up their schedule here. So across the 3 games, they lost the first one by 10 points. Then they managed to win the second game by 4. And then they got quite an easy win in that decider. So, they are our opponents. That means we've had almost 10 days of rest at this point. They're coming into this game off 4 days of rest. Now, it is a best of 5 series. So, obviously, if I show all 5 games on the channel, that's going to make for a very long episode. So, I'm probably going to play the first couple of games off camera, and then we'll come back in for game 3. Hopefully we won't be fighting for our lives to stay in the playoffs, but we'll do some limited highlights of those games as we pursue the Greek title. One thing, and now this is not a complaint, because this happens in Football Manager as well, it happens in other games too. On the eve of such a massive moment for the club, I get a player asking to leave. Oh, I'm not playing enough. I mean, it could be, I suppose, you could interpret this as he's trying some reverse psychology card to make me pick him for these key matches in the final. But, what a time to be forcing me into a situation where I'm either going to decrease his morale and he's not going to put in the shift that we want from him in the series, or put him on the transfer list and potentially unsettle the whole squad. I'm going to ignore the request. It's the only way forward, I think. So, anyway, can we win this series? Like I said, I'm going to play the first couple of games now, and I'll join you for match 3. Alright, so we've played 2 games of this best of 5 series, and as you can see here, it's tied up at 1 apiece. First game, we were poor. All that talk about us being fresher than PAOK and, more match ready. We were not. We were beaten quite soundly, but we bounced back in the second game. Interesting thing is that so far, both teams have won away. So, things haven't gone to form in that sense, but just to bring you through the matches in a bit more detail. So there you can see PAOK came, and we didn't start well. We were 3 points down at the end of the first quarter. We tied it up by half time, but quarter 3, I don't know what happened there. That was awful. That was awful. We edged quarter 4, but the damage had been done. And then in the most recent game, I was worried at the end of quarter 1, another disaster, but we then won every quarter from there. Quarter 4 in particular, we completely shut them down. They really flagged, and we were able to take control of the game. So we're going to do some restricted highlights now of Game 3. Hopefully we can take advantage in the series here, and maybe we can close this out in 4 games with a 3-1 win. But of course, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, do we? Alright, so again, this is a home game for us. Hopefully we're going to build on the momentum from the previous match. So this is how we're going to start. It's the same as we started in the previous game. I don't want to change anything at this point. So let's just get out there and start this match. Hopefully we haven't got a full arena here, have we? Look, all the top tiers are empty. You'd think for a key playoff game they'd be packing us out to the rafters, but not in this case. But okay, maybe they just you know, they're saving it. They want to come and watch us in the next game, which will hopefully be the clincher. Anyway, let's see if we can get off to a positive start here. Okay, the referee has called the foul. Let's just skip forward on there and see if we can open the scoring here with the first play, the first attack of the game. We're playing patiently here. There's no panic. We're not rushing. All right, and we've gone for a 3-pointer to start things off. Fantastic. Hopefully that is a sign of things to come. We've got Bartley the 4th there, and then woof, Pauk sink a 3-pointer of their own. All right, they're saying whatever you can do, we can do the same. That's not quite how the saying goes, but you know what I mean. I don't want to jinx myself here. But okay. Early exchanges looking promising for us so far. Let's see if we can no, a foul's been given against us. All right, let's see if we can break down this attack and get up the other end and extend our lead a bit. Or are they going to tie it up at 5-5? Indeed they are. Let's skip ahead to the end of the quarter and see where we are. Alright, so you rejoin us. We're closing in on half-time here. We're just at the end of the second quarter. We're fighting from underneath at the moment. As you can see, we're 4 points down. It was a lot worse at one point there. We were like 10 points down earlier in this quarter. Oh, dearie me, we just missed the free throw hub. What are you doing? Okay, we got it down to 3 points. If we could tie this up before the buzzer goes, that would be fantastic, but it's not been a great performance. We were poor at the end of the first quarter and early in this quarter. We have come back into it a little bit, though, so hopefully momentum is shifting in our direction. We really need to get this tied up, though. We're within a point, 10 seconds to play. This is going to end with Pauk in possession, though. Oh, maybe we're going for a buzzer beater here. Oof, oh, that was close. But okay, we've got it down to just a point. Just a point, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm not going to say they've slowed. Nothing is lost yet, victory. Keep up the hard work, it will pay off. That's what we'll go with. That's what we'll go with. You see, no one's really having an outstanding game at this point, but everybody is nice and refreshed. So let's have a look what we can do in terms of substitutions. Who do we want on? I think we're going to bring on Kuzelolu at this point because he's been the main person. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make the sub like that. He's supposed to come on for Kamarianos. Okay, he's been scoring today, so that's something. We haven't had many points from the other players. But all right, let's get out here for quarter 3. We're starting with the ball, so a good opportunity here to take the lead, to put ourselves in a psychologically advantageous position, which we do. Hopefully it stays this way. It's the first time we've been in the lead since, early in the first quarter when we started the game. Ooh, Pauk going for the 3-pointer. Missing it completely, so this is again we've got an offensive foul. That looked like a bit of a dive to me, if we're honest. I'm sure you'll agree, but we've given up possession. I thought we were going to extend our lead there. As it is, we might be in a bit of a situation where the lead changes hands frequently. Indeed it does. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Can we sink this one? If we do, then we'll get ourselves, yes, there you go, we've taken the lead again. Okay, so we need to do something here to try and break away and establish a bit of a lead. Let's see if we can make a steal here. No, they've gone for the three-pointer. They missed. Okay, good. Come on, boys. Just take your time here. This is your chance. Hub has gone driving forward. Okay, we've got the foul drawn. All right, so we keep the ball. We reset the clock. We've got time here. So Hub driving in again. All right, Hale going for the three-pointer, and he sinks it. Fantastic. We've opened up a 4-point lead. Let's check in at the end of the quarter and see where we are. So here we are, final 30 seconds of the game. I think we got this one in the bag. We're 9 points clear. Can we make it another 100-point game? Let's see what we can do with the time remaining. There you go. We've got it up to 100 points. Only a few seconds left. PAOK, it's hopeless for them now. We go 2-1 up in the series. They do score a three-pointer right on the buzzer, but we are in a fantastic position. We could sew this up in the next match. If not, we've still got a chance in the final match. So, fingers crossed, we're going to lift the title. Let's fast forward and see if we can do it. Okay, so you rejoin me here at the start of the fourth quarter. We're edging it. It is so tight. We are 1 point clear. And at the end of each quarter in this game, it's been a point difference. We were a point behind at the end of quarter one, a point behind at the end of quarter two, and now we've taken the lead. So, we are close. Prentice Hub is also close to being kicked out of the game, so we better tell him to, calm it down, as is Gray, so we better tell him to calm it down. But it's been an absolutely fantastic performance from Grant Golden with 18 points and Bryce with 19 in the game so far. We've got to tell them, keep it up, just encourage. Let's encourage the players. Watch out, the course of the game can change very quickly. That's what we will go with. Okay, that did not seem to have the effect I was hoping for. But alright, we just play on. We just play on. So Cameron and us can come on for Gray. We've got to watch out for Gray getting his marching orders, and we'll bring on Fionis as well for Hub. Okay, let's validate that, and let's see if we can get out here. And can we take a lead early in this game? We're playing in our away black PAOK. We're in the PAOK arena here in Thessaloniki. All right, but PAOK retake the lead with the first play of the quarter. This is going to be tight. I hope we can close this out today. You might be looking at the watch time on this video to try and second guess whether or not we do. But, come on. Let's see if we can do this. That's not good, though. We failed to score there. PAOK now have a chance to extend their lead, which obviously we don't want to happen. We need to steal this one and get up the other end. So come on, boys. Obviously, my team talk didn't have the desired effect. I hope that hasn't trashed the morale of the team here. But all right, let's see if we can do something here. Hale, he's got time. He's walking in. Why is everybody crowded onto that one side of the court? We go for the three-pointer, miss it, but we get the two-pointer. That was just, if we'd just taken a step back, I feel we could have got the 3 points there. So we closed it down to 1 point again. That's what so much of this game has been like. It's been so tight. Great stuff here. We've got the steal, and can we take the lead? Please, please do. Come on. There. Oh, no, that... How did we miss that? That was easy. He should have sunk that one for sure. All right. Anyway, let's see what's happening here. I hate the way in this game. That's one gripe I have with this game, is when there's a decision called like that and the ball just kind of hovers, suspended animation, while the referee makes his call. Damn it, with 3 points down. Come on, boys, get yourselves back into this. Gonna have to start looking at making some changes. Maybe call a timeout so we can boost that morale again with some more well-chosen words this time. But looks like we might have drawn a foul there. We have indeed. Come on, let's get the points here. Let's sink this one. We're going for a three-pointer. Hale's driving forward. Everyone's bunched up again. And this time we do get it. It's a two-pointer again. Okay, so we closed it down to just a point gap. Let's see if we can catch PAOK here and win this match. All right, so I called a timeout, and then right after I called the timeout, we sunk a three-pointer and we tied it up at 81-81. But what do we tell them? What do we do? Just encourage with no particular message. That's what I'm going with. We'll play it safe at this point. Just a little bit of gentle encouragement. We'll congratulate a couple of the players who've been playing well, or just the one. And then we'll make a couple of changes. So I think it's time for Hub to come back in, although we've got to watch out for him being ejected from the game permanently, of course. Let's bring Bryce in as well. So we're just getting our freshest, fittest players out there. So let's just make the change with Kuzminskas in 2, and let's get Gray back out there. Of course, he's also close to being kicked from the game, but we're just changing the whole lineup at this point. That's the way it goes with basketball, I suppose. It's so tight. PAOK edged themselves in front again. Can we close this out? This is going right down to the wire. Maybe it's going to go to another game. Who knows? But we will hopefully find out shortly as we tie it up again. Now my opposite numbers called a timeout because we've just taken the lead. We've opened up a 4-point gap. It is so close at this point. You can feel it. We'll just go with encourage. That's what I used in the last timeout, and it did the trick. They were happy with it. Bryce has gone cold for some reason. Okay, whatever. Let's congratulate Grant Golden. Bringing him on was a bit of a difference changer, a bit of a game changer there. So do we put Hub back in? Let's go with Fionis at the moment, coming in for Bryce. I think we're going to bring Camarianos back in as well, and we'll just send them out there like that. Okay, 2 minutes to go. We've got the 4-point lead. Okay, they've missed. Can we make this a 6-point lead with, less than 2 minutes to play? That will be absolutely huge, and a huge stride to us claiming this playoff and winning the trophy in our first season. Okay, but we've given it away there. It's a steal. PAOK have got the gap down to 2 points. This one is going down to the wire. Maybe we do the 5th game as a standalone episode. Okay, but no, there we go. Hail with the 2-pointer. We've got the advantage back. We've just got to keep cool heads now. Okay, PAOK went for the 3-pointer, but they got the rebound. We should have been a bit wiser to that, but we're down to just a minute to play here. Minute to play. Hail, come on. You've been great all match. We didn't score. And now PAOK have the chance to level things up. Or even take the lead if they sink a 3-pointer. It's level. It's 89-89. Oh my god, this is so close. This has been so evenly matched in this game. There we go, with 30 seconds to go. I've got 1 timeout left. I've called it. Have I called it a bit early? Time will tell. But, okay, they've tied it up. 91-91. That's where we get the timeout. This is huge. This is huge. Encourage. We're going to stick with encourage. Hopefully that's going to do the trick for us. Okay, let's look at making a couple of changes here. We're going to bring Prentice Hub back in for Fionis. Hopefully he doesn't get himself ejected from the game in the final few seconds. That would be something, wouldn't it? We're going to bring in Kuzmanskis again. All right, good. I've got a good feeling about this. I hope it's not misplaced. And we're going to leave it at that. 18 seconds to go. We start with the ball. We've got to make it off this play. Come on, Hub. Come on, Hub. We brought you in for a reason. And that Golden went for the 3-pointer. And now my opposite number... No, it's not a timeout. It's just that it's tied. We're going into overtime. 5 minutes of overtime. Wow. Let's just get out there and see if we can do it. Like I said, this is really going down to the wire. But we had the overtime game against Olympiacos and we came out on top. Can we do the same again here today? Off to a positive start. I'll join you in a few for the conclusion to this crazy game. Okay, so it's happened. Raekwon Gray has been kicked out of the game, so we've got to sub him off. His game is over. We're 2 points up, as you can see, with less than a minute on the clock. So who do we bring on? I think Kuzmanskis, although he's now on 4 fouls as well. Oh my god, this really is going down to the wire. If this goes to another game now, I'll not be happy. But that's the game. What a crazy game this is. Okay, so we've made 3 subs at this point. All right, let's see if we can close this out. Less than a minute to go. We're 2 points ahead. But as you can see, Pauker on the attack. And they've got the free throws, so they've got the chance here to level it up. They have done. Well, is this going to go to another overtime period, maybe? But come on. We've got to score here. We've got to make this one count. Bryce does make it count. Okay, we've got the 2-point lead back. Okay, less than 30 seconds. What are Pauk going to do here? Are they going to play it safe? We've got the steal. This could be huge. We're 4 points clear with 25 seconds to play. Come on, AEK Athens. This could be our title. Come on. Hit the like and subscribe button to give us some good look at this point. 8 seconds left. 8 seconds left. Do I call my timeout? Of course I do. Tactical decision. We call the timeout right at this moment. Okay, the referee's brought the ball. Oh, but again, there you go. This is all over. Kuzmanskis makes it. We have got 3, 2, 1, 0. We've done it. We have won the title. That is it. We've won the series. We've won the playoff series 3-1. Is there a trophy presentation here? We haven't seen one yet. What kind of news item are we going to get? There's the confirmation. After losing the first match, we've won 3 on the bounce. So we claim the series. What do we get here? What do we get here? Do we have to play the 5th game for it to be confirmed? No, there's no 5th game mentioned. Do I get an email of congratulation? We don't get a trophy presentation? They should give us something, surely. No, unless I've missed it. Some kind of April Fool's here. We just moved on. Okay, so we've made our payments. They're asking for a marketing plan. A marketing agency is offering to help us on social media. Can they give us a trophy, please? What's going on here? Why are we not being presented? Why are we not being lauded? Why are we not getting an open top bus celebration through the centre of Athens? I don't know what's going on. We'll hire a marketing agency anyway. Maybe they'll sort out a trophy for us next time. But, okay, we have won. Let me look at my manager profile. Trophies. There's nothing there. That tab's not active. Okay, so there we go. Finally, some recognition. Now, I think in game time, we just forwarded to beyond the point where the 5th and final match would have taken place. So I guess it's the official end of the season as far as the game is concerned. So there you go. We have won the Greek A1 Basketball League final ranking. Of course, we're top. In the awards. Do we pick up any awards? Prentice Hub is in the all-competition team. That's it. Do we get perhaps a manager of the season, coach of the season? No, doesn't look like we do that. Oh, one of our players, Skordis, has retired. He's decided to retire from international basketball and thus leaves your team. Okay, we're a club. But all right, I guess he's gone. We're going to have to make new signings for next season. Well done, Mr. Hub. He has literally been the hub of the team. Let's have a look. So, following our results, we've received 250,000 euros. Nice. Sponsorship. We did not win 75% of our home games. So, Build Tech are not going to give us a bonus payout, but Lawguard have. We won A1 and we've collected some money. So, finances, that's given us a boost. We should still have 500,000 euros left at the end of the season, so I better go and decide what I want to spend it on. Players, facility improvements, or just basking in the glory of being a basketball champion. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to stick around with AEK Athens for another season and see how we compete in Europe. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if you're into that sort of thing. I will be taking a little bit of a break from recording over the festive period, so there might be a bit of a delay before we get to the new season, but make sure you're subscribed for that next episode where we see where we can take it from here.